Hey guys, so today I am going to be coloring in my drawing of a Haikyuu characters. I did three, but I'll explain kind of why I only did a few compared to My Hero Academia, which I was like really into. But yeah, this is Bokuto, and I am just going to start coloring. First, I am going to use um I'm gonna use Y37 and then color in his I think it's supposed to be gold, but I don't really have like a gold color, so I'm just gonna use yellow for now. If I can open my marker. Okay, here it goes. So the reason why I didn't draw that many characters is because actually I haven't watched the anime yet. To be honest, I was kind of not interested to begin with because for me, there's so many animes out there, and it's gotten to the point where it was like, I don't know, like, it's gotten to the point where I was like, really just kind of not binge watching things, so I kind of dropped anime to begin with. I talked about this when I did My Hero Academia drawings, but it was kind of that thing where My Hero Academia kind of sparked like an interest more. So then that's why I went to anime again. But I haven't been watching for like quite some time, and yeah, Haikyuu is one of those animes where I was like, when it came out, I think I just wasn't interested that much. But over time, I actually found out the guy who voices Bakugo in like the Japanese dubbing of the show actually is one of the characters in Haikyuu, so that's why I kind of got interested in the show. But then I ended up like watching some clips, but Funimation, because I use Funimation to watch anime, but it doesn't have Haikyuu, so I was a bit disappointed. I was scrolling through, I was like, do they have it? And then they didn't, so it's kind of disappointed. Technically, you can watch for free on kissanime.com. I just, sometimes it bothers me to go watch from there though, because you are watching for free, so it makes sense that there's ads, but there's a lot of inappropriate ads that I don't want to see on like my devices when I'm watching stuff. So it's just one of those things that's really annoying. So I don't know if I will watch it on there. I might check out Crunchyroll though. I'm pretty sure they have it. But yeah, I'm going to use Y44, which is fresh green, to kind of shade a bit. But yeah, that's kind of how I got interested, like introduced to Haikyuu. It's again, I've only seen clips, but I do like the character designs and I really like some of their personalities. So that's why I ended up drawing like 3 characters, and I am going to do videos for each one of them when I'm doing the process for coloring and outlining. So there's a lot of black going on here. I am going to use CG9, which is green gray, to color in his knee, his sleeves. Sorry, I haven't played sports in a long while, so there's that aspect part where it's like I don't know what to call things. But yeah, I was kind of interested in cosplaying for some of these characters, but at the same time, it feel like because the whole show is based around a bunch of guys that are in a group playing volleyball, and there's like many different groups and teams, right? But it's mainly focused on like groups of people, so it's like if you cosplay alone, it feels like it kind of takes out the fun of it. So I don't know if I want to buy any cosplay items for or cosplay costumes for them. From what I've seen so far, like Bokuto is a very outgoing character, which usually I kind of find funny because usually I'm not into like outgoing personalities when it comes to people in general, but when it comes to anime, it's just a complete different story, isn't it? Because I like because I like Bakugo from My Hero Academia, and he's like super outgoing. Like his personality is totally on fire every time, and so it's kind of funny to see that like I don't really like I feel awkward around like super outgoing people in general, but it's funny to see how like in shows I do like outgoing characters. Okay, so that is his legs. I'm going to use this mini cell color alcohol based marker, but basically it's just a really pure black compared to like what this compared to here, so you'll see like the difference for shading. Again, I chose like a really interesting pose in terms of like something that was a bit more difficult to draw just to challenge myself quite a bit. I'm getting the hang of like different poses now. It used to be like when I was drawing, I was like, I can't draw this, and then I would just give up on the spot. I'm gonna use GG7, which is green gray, and I am going to color in the rest of the parts that are technically supposed to be black, but they're a bit lighter on this reference photo that I'm looking at. Like, I kind of wanted like, the jacket that he wears, which is completely white. But the issue is, I went and saw, like, there's these cool customizable ones that you can get from, like, a website. And they're really cool, except, and you can put your name and whatever number you want on it. But here's the issue, they're bomber jackets and they're not really like the sports jackets. So they're cool if you like bomber jackets and wanted to collect and stuff like that. And I think they're around like you can get two for like $50, which is two for 100 something. So it's a pretty good price. The only thing is, again, they are just bomber jackets, so I kind of don't like it just because I want it to be closer to what the anime actually has. And unfortunately, I don't think they have like an all white one for Bokuto, so like the team he's on, like they have it, they're more colored, as in like the design is more for like their sports t-shirts, which is like that I have in this drawing. So it looks nice, it's just not authentic if you want like the actual jackets that they wear. So yeah, that's just what it is. I might go looking online though and see if they actually have sports jackets for cosplaying. Maybe I'll just buy those to wear casually. Okay, so that is one side. And now I am going to do the other side of his sleeve. Every time I look at anime hair, it's one of those things where I'm like, that is completely dyed hair. Like, that's not natural hair. And especially when I was looking up, like, sometimes I look up, like, what race the character is, and it's like, that's not natural for that race. And I think it said on the online that Bokuto is Japanese, so it's kind of like, I don't think that's natural hair. But yeah, it's kind of funny because a lot of characters in anime, you'll see them and you'll be like, that hair is not realistic, but I really like it. But here's the thing, like in like My Hero Academia and stuff, it's kind of more, there's kind of more like an explanation when it comes to saying like, oh, it's a bit realistic, because in terms of like that's genetics, because the characters, they don't really explain, like, they say they're Japanese, like for the most part, most of them are, and then there's also the fact that genetically speaking, there's certain parts of their body that look a certain way because of their hero powers that their parents had, like their quirks. So it makes more sense in My Hero Academia when you think about like the explanation for like why they have certain hair colors and stuff like that. In other anime, I kind of sit there and I'm like, I don't think I don't think that's realistic. But it looks super cool and it gives the characters like a new personality, so I can understand why they give characters such like over the top hairstyles and color. Right now I am coloring his pants. It's very difficult because it's like, because I'm like trying to figure out, okay, where did I draw them, in terms of this pose is not the easiest to figure out what I did. I just realized this is another character with so much black and white. I keep choosing characters like that, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna color it in for like a video, and then I'm like, wait a second, when I'm like filming, I'm just like, wait, it's black and white again. And then yeah, I think I like shades like black and white together. It's just, but at the same time, it's not that I don't like other colors, because my favorite color is red too. So it's kind of like, I think it's just because it's appealing to the eye, and also it looks a bit edgy. So can I say? I guess that's why I like it. I'm also coloring in his 4 on his uniform. Okay, there it is. And now I'm going to use GG9 again, which is the darker green gray, and I'm going to use it to kind of just go over and shade. I don't have much to say because I didn't watch the anime. But yeah, I think the characters are really cool from what I've seen so far. So I might go and try to watch it. I heard from my friend it's like really good, and he's like, "Oh, you should watch it." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go try and see if I can find it somewhere that I can watch it." Okay, so that's his uniform done, and I am going to shade in the white part of his shirt. I'm going to use WG 0.5, which is a warm gray. I'm just shading in all like the wrinkle details that I put. And then this part that's overlapped by his arm. And then, okay, in the reference, he wears shoes, but I don't know, I felt like me drawing shoes, it was like a bit, like I'm still working on in terms of drawing shoes on characters, especially like the feet. Like I can get the general feet shape, but in general, my shoes kind of look a bit chunky and too flat when I draw them. So I ended up just drawing socks, because why not? So I'm just gonna shade in the white. Just pretend they're white socks, you know? And then I did forget one area, which is this part. It's a part of the leg thing. I just forgot. And he's done. So here is the overview of my drawing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check down in the description box below all my social medias there. You can go like and follow those. My process work for Bokuto will be posted all on there so you can see pictures. What else? I will be doing an outlining video of him. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.